What's going on, guys? I need to change the headlight on this. I think it's a 09, 2010, something like that. But you have to remove the bumper. The whole plastic bumper has to come off to get the headlight out. Today I'm going to be one of the few videos I've seen that does it without removing the bumper. I'm going to do some stretching. I'm going to try to get to some stuff. I'm going to try to do it without removing as much as they say. Unless it's easier. Well, we're going to find out. Another quick tip for those of y'all that are afraid to try this stuff yourself. You don't have to have that fancy tool to pop these out. It's a simple old butter knife. You just got to pop the top section first. And once the top section comes out, the bottom section comes on out. It's just a two-piece setup. You just pop the top and then pop the bottom. It's just that easy. All right, now over here on the side, we got a couple more clips. And then up in here, straight up, you see there's a little hole up there, if it'll focus. Right here, there's a 10mm hole. Alright, so again, these are not the same as the ones that are on the top. So you can damage these popping them out. But you can always buy more. Either way. Alright, here's where we're at. There's the bolt we need there. And right down there on the white, that's the other bolt. We're not removing the entire bumper. We're not taking that bolt out over here. We just popped all the pins. All the top pins and bolts. The side pins and bolts. It's really only a few simple bolts. And there's the ones we need next. Then the whole unit just slides forward. I'm sure y'all have seen other videos already. It seems like it's complicated. I've been at this for 5 minutes so far. Alright, took out them two bolts here in just about a minute's time. Just took my headlight and flipped it upside down right there. It's just sitting there, still plugged in. All I gotta do is twist, pull out the low beam. I guess that's the low beam. Let me double check, make sure. And we'll go from there. Let's see. Go here and turn the lights on. Make sure my brights are off. I'll be darned. You don't believe this, guys. Oh. Why is my low beam working now? Hold on a minute. All I did was turn that plug and put it back in, and it's working. We've had this car for 6 months or something with a bad headlight the whole time. Must have been a loose plug or loose wire. I'm still going to change the bulb while I got it out. But yes, somehow they're working. That's crazy. I'm going to see if I can figure out why it's loose or what's going on here, but it sure is firm now. Well, still going to change it either way. But I'm not going to throw that one away for emergencies, I guess. Could have just been a loose plug. Well, that's funny that it started working again just doing that, but it still could be a bad bulb just because I flipped it up like this. It could have maybe made the connection work. So don't be goofy and say, well, it was a loose wire and not change the bulb anyway. Might as well just change the bulb, because the loose connection can be inside the bulb, not just out here. And another note before I go any further, my windshield washer fluid, anytime you dump fluid in there, it would just pour straight out on the ground. So I looked in here. Oops, let me get in here. Right there, the plug on the right was completely hanging out. It wasn't in. It had the rubber gasket around it still. So I put the gasket back in, then I put the plug back in. I'm going to put some water in before I put this bumper on and see if it leaks. So that's always a plus side to when you're working on one project and you kind of stumble across another one that you really weren't planning on fixing, but it had an issue. I just used the windshield washer thing at the gas station instead, but pretty happy about that actually. Now let me get this other bulb out the package. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that bulb without touching it, just in case of an emergency. Now that I know it's pretty easy. There's still really ain't no reason to. Alright. Alright, there we go. She works. That's the new bulb. Really ain't no difference in brightness, so that's good. Now, for anyone who's had this issue already knows probably that a shop wants like $150 to change that bulb. And for a minute there I was thinking, well, I understand there's a lot of work involved, even though it shouldn't be. The older Chevy trucks had a pin you pull right here. You turn it, you pull it out, the headlight fell out. Why couldn't they do that? It's just as easy. But no, they want to charge $150 for that. And now I'm sitting here after not even 5 minutes of my time so far. Oh wow, they brighten up different after they're on. Can't tell, but the picture don't show it. Anyway, not even 5 minutes of my time. And I'm done. I'm putting it back together. So another 5 minutes there. So they're charging $150 for 10 minutes with an amateur. So you know they're going to knock this out quick as they can fart. That's just kind of bullshit right there. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. $150. Come see me. $49.99. I'll change them all day long. You buy the bulb. Peace. Let me put this back together. Alright, before I put it all together, like I say, I'm going to put my windshield washer fluid, aka water, and we're going to make sure that bottom right one don't leak. Like I say before, I thought I had a busted tank. It was just hanging out. We're going to find out why here in a minute. See what's up. Alright, I just put an entire gallon of water. Have not looked yet. See where I spilled maybe it up now. I don't see any leaks. Huh. We're time to find out, does it even work? Let's see here. I got a hose here that don't even point the right way, I don't think. I don't even know if it ever did work, but let's find out. I don't see no squirt pumping yet, but we'll figure that out later. One thing at a time, I guess. It's not leaking out, so, and that headlight sure works. I'm happy about that. Time to put it back together. Well, there you go, guys. We're all back together. No big deals. Pretty simple job, actually. I timed myself when I was off camera to just put the bolts back in and bolt it back together. Only took me 3 minutes. So, I'm not sure exactly what the overall time was. It probably took me longer to shoot the video and explain what I'm doing than the work actually took. So there you go, 2009, 10, 11 Malibu. I don't know what other years, but all of them will work. Don't take it to the shop. Get out your 10mm and a butter knife. That's all I use. 10mm socket, a butter knife, and an extension. Didn't even really have to have the extension. It made it easier just to spin it around, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.